Okay, the next step is the Fantasy Defender's Reinforcement phase. This is where you're going to be putting more Fantasy Defenders on the game board to help defend the castle. There's two steps to this Reinforcement phase. First, summon the defenders, and second, determine how many event cards are going to be drawn and resolved on this game turn. So, it's important to note that on game turns 1, 2, and 3, okay, only one defender is summoned. But on turns 4 and 7, and it's denoted by the larger turn markers, that 2 are going to be drawn. Okay, so whoever's controlling the Fantasy Defender card, okay, blindly is going to take all the Fantasy Defender units except the heroes, put them in a cup or your hand or whatever, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to draw one. We're going to assume this is the first turn. And then they're going to place that wherever they want to, okay? So they can put them on the ramparts, on the castle tower, basically, you know, wherever there's a free space available, okay? But it's important to note that you have to place the defender inside the keep in one of these 5 spaces if there is a Dark Force player that is that's within 3 spaces of the keep. Okay, so once that unit is placed, the Fantasy Defender reference card again passes left. Okay, now the next step is to determine how many event cards are going to be played. What you do is you count up the number of castle sides that have at least one wall present, and then you add +1 to that number. So for example, you've got 1 side, 2, 3, 4 sides, add 1 to that, 5 event cards are going to be drawn this turn. Now, for example, these 2 walls have been destroyed. You still are going to draw that 1 for that side because at least that 1 wall is still present. But once this goes away, okay, then you wouldn't draw a card, an event card for that castle side. Okay, and that only applies to the walls that are on the ramparts on the castle, not the walls on the keep. So in this example, we're drawing 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Add +1, 5. You're always adding that +1. And what you're going to do, and again, I'm just trying to be minimal here, but you would make a row alongside the board, okay? And again, you wouldn't do this in the real game, but I'm just showing for demonstration purposes, okay? Here, what you have is your event cards, okay? And it's called the event card stack, okay? All right, and so what we'll do is we'll explain how these are resolved in the next video.